We're now inside the Syracuse Technology Garden. SentryLight set up its research and development along with 40 other companies from around the world, and we're doing all of our testing here for the new International Building Code changes. Let's go into the office and take a look. We're here to talk today about the new International Building Council's International Building Code, in particular Section 1026, which refers to the means of egress for existing buildings. In particular, we'd like to talk about the new additions to Section 1026, floor proximity egress path markings. In 1026.1, the new code states that where required, in addition to means of egress illumination required by Section 1006, floor proximity egress path marking systems or devices shall be required in exit access corridors serving an occupant load greater than 30. Of particular interest is the new addition of 1026.2 under size and location. Where required by Section 1026.1, floor proximity egress path marking systems or devices shall be located on the walls of exit access corridors within 18 inches of the finished floor to provide a visible delineation of the path of travel along the exit access corridor. So what if that emergency light that's required, that's typically installed 80 inches off the floor or in the ceiling, could be brought down to 18 inches, could provide one average foot candle along the path of egress? Well, I have that solution for you right here today. What we have here is SentryLight's compact, concealed, installed with inside the wall emergency light. On its side, you can see that the thickness that protrudes outside of the wall is simply 3/8 of an inch. And in fact, you'll notice it's flush design and it looks exactly like a light switch plate. One of the options to the new code, it states, where such systems or devices are photoluminescent, they shall be a minimum of 1 inch and a maximum of 2 inches in width. Now, let's say that we were to have a power failure. There we have a power failure, and here you can see we've taken strontium, a strip of photoluminescent material. This particular strontium is one of the most powerful photoluminescent materials one can use. You can tell that you can't really read by it, and in fact, as we're speaking, this light is diminishing a little. You can't even see my face, but if I do hold it up near my face and I push the test button on the SentryLight concealed emergency light product, you'll hear a short noise. And you'll see we have a very bright emergency light. Is able to provide one average foot candle along the path of egress, and because of the design of the unit, is able to be installed at 18 inches, providing that low path egress marking system while excluding the need to have the 80-inch installed emergency lights that we're so used to. So when the power comes back on, the light simply returns back into the housing and the battery is recharging again. So again, to review, you have an emergency light where all the components are hidden inside of the wall, the cover plate, which is only 3/8 of an inch thick, the lamp extending out upon a power failure, close enough so that you're still ADA compliant, you're vandal resistant, and this light, now installed at 18 inches off of the floor, meets the requirements for both the emergency lighting, which has typically been installed 80 inches, plus this new 1026 requirement to have low-level egress path marking systems. Again, we've also placed the photoluminescent strip on, just in case that it does become one of the final requirements of the solution. So we've taken a pretty close look at the wording of 1026 and the incremental requirements for low proximity egress path marking systems.